Yo, what's going on? Chavo Guerrero Jr. here, giving a big shout out to Wrestling Rehab. Keep watching, keep listening, and Viva la Raza.
Órale.
Órale, Cholo Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shouts to all the junkies out there. My tag team partner Pablo should be jumping on. I believe he's a jump on, but if not, it's cool, dog. We'll just rock it and roll it here solo with you guys, man. Oh, look who's just popping in, Holmes. It is my crime, me, homie. Let's bring in from the LA Times, one Mr. Pablo.
Yay, yay. What's happening?
Can you explain your picture there, Paul?
Yes, sir. It's Mr. Triple H. Raw sucks again, bro. It's not even called Raw no more. It's called NXT, bro. It's like,
Wow.
okay, let me say this, man. I know I've been saying it for a long time, bro. There once was a time where Vince did what the people wanted. That time is over, bro. That time is over. Crown Jewel proves it, bro. First, they buried
Wow.
Sammy. They buried Sammy. They buried Riddle. They buried everybody along the way. Now they buried the hottest, most electrifying guy in the company, LA Knight. It's like, dude, come on. Triple H doesn't move from his agenda, bro. And Raw will prove it tonight, bro. It'll be loaded. It's just NXT on steroids, bro. That's all it is, man. He's gonna mix in all these people from NXT. In fact, if earlier today I went to
Uh,
WWE, right?
okay.
WWE. Now they changed it now, but at the time, their headline for tonight's Raw
Mhm.
was a fatal four-way between The Miz, Ricochet, I forget that
Yes.
guy's name. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Bronson Reed for the NXT. I'm sorry for the NXT. you got me saying NXT for number one contender for Intercontinental Champion.
Right. Those are all basically his NXT boys in there. And the other one was the two Asian guys, Nakamura and Tozawa. You know,
Mm.
that's what was showing. And I was like, what the heck's going on, dude? We've come a long way. We come a long way. And
Wow.
that's what they were showing as the headliners, bro. Then recently they added, okay, they're going to have a battle royal to see who's going to face mommy and be the next contender, right?
Right.
So that's it. They just added that one, but if you look at it, it's all loaded with NXT people, man. And then
Okay.
way at the end now, way at the end, the Judgment Day versus the New Day. You know, so it's
Mm.
just like, thank God they added this, but he's highlighting all the NXT people, bro, and it's NXT heavy, and it's not even Raw no more. It's NXT. So I'm just frustrated with Triple H. I'm frustrated with Raw. It was so
Mm.
exciting to watch Raw, man. Remember the 83 weeks and battling WCW? They have all these mega stars,
Yeah.
and they're not
Yeah.
highlighting them, bro. They're highlighting NXT, bro. We got that show. I get it. He wants to build new people, and for them, it's exciting. But, dude, at the cost of building up new people, man, there's still stars there, bro. There's still
Yeah.
stars, and it's just like I'm getting frustrated with Triple H, man. Roman Reigns, man. I know you had said it's time to take the title off. I was against it.
Uh,
Now I'm just like, come on, guy. Come on, dude. He's gonna be gone for 3 more months. He just
okay.
came
All right.
back. Come on.
All right. Let's get to all that,
Well,
man. Man,
before
Pablo,
before you
Pablo
before you
coming on
go,
here laying the smackdown, man.
before
Okay, I
you
like.
go, before we
Ah,
go on, just thank you for letting
yes.
me vent, because now I feel better.
Pablo over here laying the smackdown on other candy asses,
Right,
man.
right.
Okay, Paul. Let's recap a little bit of Crown Jewel, man.
Right.
I was pretty excited for it. I had a breakfast party at the house. My sons came over, and look, we caught it all, man. We caught it all. I mean, we'll start. we'll go the whole lineup all the way to the end, man. So it started off with the kickoff show with Sami Zayn versus JD McDonough. I thought it was actually a pretty good match. I'm not really sure what the match actually meant. I didn't care about it, but the in-ring performance and the match itself was pretty good. Paul, what would you think about it?
You know what? I missed that one, bro. I missed it, but I figured it would be so because Sammy could go and make anybody look good. So again, JD just building up NXT people for Triple H. Any chance he gets.
Okay, how about this, Pablo? How about the fact that Sami Zayn a few months back main evented WrestleMania, and now he's on the
Exactly.
kickoff show?
Exactly, bro. That's all smashing. So he could have been a superstar right now, bro. You know, he could have had that title for 2 months, and Roman could have took it back, and they would have had a superstar, somebody that could be more exciting. Now he's just fizzled, bro.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, it was a good match. I was like sitting there, kind of like well, whatever. But it was an entertaining match. So, Paul, get to the actual show itself. Actual Crown Jewel starts off, and I had a feeling that it was gonna start off with a banger, right? And it does. It starts off with the championship, man, Monday Night Raw championship, where you got the Monday Night Messiah going up against Drew McIntyre. What was your thoughts on this match and how it
Good.
ended, how it was, everything?
Yeah, good match, man. Two guys who are great in the ring, and Drew McIntyre has his new edge to him, and I'm surprised, man. I was really surprised that Drew won. I think you called Seth, I believe, and man, it was surprising for me, and yeah, the ending was what I expected. I guess if Seth was going to win, not bad. What do you think?
Wait. Hold on. What did you say there at first? That Drew won or that he lost?
No, 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 no. I said if Seth was going to win, it
Oh,
went kind of
okay.
the way I thought, and I think you
Okay.
had called that Seth was going to win, and I had called Drew was going to win. But I was very surprised that Drew lost. I was surprised, man.
Yeah. I could have seen Drew winning, but yeah, I was like, nah, I think they're gonna go the safe way and still have Seth. It was a good match, Look, and Seth, he did a little bit more of his high flying stuff, which he doesn't really do anymore.
Yeah,
But he was doing that corkscrew off the top row, off the top
right,
turnbuckle, and that
right.
stuff is still cool. Yeah, and you know what? I'm glad Paul he doesn't do that all the time. So when he
Right.
does do it, it's like, whoa, that's right. He's pretty badass, man. So
Yeah, and don't forget about it. Just his broken leg from before, bro.
right, yeah. It was a good match, and still focusing on the back. I guess that's supposed to be some sort of story, still. I guess, but yeah, man, just slamming them on the apron and all.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
look, it was a good match. I was highly entertained. Great match. Seth comes out with the victory, and then Damian Priest comes out.
yep.
Pablo, when you saw that Damian Priest was coming out, what was your thoughts? Did you think he was a cash it in? Did you not think he was like what? What were you thinking at this point?
I was happy, man. I was like, yes, finally some change coming to Raw,
Mm, mm.
something, man. And I think I even yelled like, yes, And when it happened, he's about to cash in, and Sami Zayn comes and steals the suitcase. I was just disgusted, man. I was like, really? That's where we're at nowadays. That's where we're at. Somebody stealing the suitcase and running away. I was like, oh gosh, man. Triple H, you're better than this, man. Get Vince
I
back, bro.
look. I was like, it's not gonna happen. It's not. I don't think because Seth Rollins was not beat up enough.
Yeah, you're right.
Had he been a heck of a lot more beat up, and Damian Priest would have ran down there because he just kind of walked down there. I don't want to make it seem like he took his time, but he didn't
Yeah,
rush down there. And there was too much talking, too much commotion, too much like, yeah, I'm gonna cash it in. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get the bell. You know, the timekeeper to ring the bell. I want to catch it. I'm like, okay, it's not gonna happen. Something's gonna happen right now.
Right.
It's taking way too long, unless because this was crossing my mind too. I was like, okay, either it doesn't happen, which was my first choice, and then it started hitting me in the back of my mind, like, oh, it might happen, but Seth is recovering pretty damn good. As Damien, slides into the ring, he might get curb stomped at 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
So they might squash him, turning it in or cashing it in. But yeah, the whole thing of Sami Zayn coming down and taking it, like, you and I text back and forth, Paul. It's like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like,
Ridiculous.
and yeah, so is Sami Zayn now Senor Money in the Bank? Because that's what got me thinking later. That's where I was like, and I want to fast forward, but I'm just thinking like, oh, okay, maybe he cashes it in later. I don't know. It just
Yeah.
like nothing happened with that story, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
so he takes it and runs, and it was dumb, Paul.
Dumb.
Yeah,
Stupid, bro. Stupid. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. What can we say, man? It was just the dumbest ending ever.
yeah, and after a pretty good match, that Damien and I'm sorry, that Drew and Seth
Yeah.
had. If you just don't end it like that, then
Yeah.
don't
I
end
agree.
it like that. You could have just had it like that, and that was it. It was a good match. It was a good back and forth. These guys went out there, put on a pretty damn good, entertaining story in the ring. Just end it there, man, and just move on to the next match. But having Damian Priest come out and then Sammy comes out. So now what are we looking at? Now we're looking at Damian Priest beefing with Sami Zayn.
Hey, haven't we had that for the last month, bro? In one
Right,
way or
right.
another.
Yeah.
I think, and one thing, oh no, it happened later. I'll save it for later. Never mind.
Okay.
But
All right.
man, I was just like a little disappointed, man, and it's just like, come on, I'm a wrestling fan, bro. We never had something well. There was some stupid stuff like Austin Theory getting hit, but at least it fit, bro. This was just like desperation, eh? Let's just take it and run away. So all this time, all you had to do was run away with the suitcase. All these years, all you had to do was just take off. It's
Right.
like, wow. Okay.
Right, right. Yeah, man. Ridiculous. As we move on, Mommy defends her title in a five-way match against Naya and Baszler, Raquel Rodriguez, and Zoe Stark.
Hmm.
Now, when we did the pre-show, Paul, I said that I think this match is going to be a little bit of a flop.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. I was wrong. I was entertained by this match, Paul. How say
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good, and surprisingly, man, it went okay. I was tripping out, and the one thing that again, man, they were really putting Zoe Stark over, in this fight. They were
Mm,
really trying to make her something special because she was the oddball out. Because the
mhm.
other people there are kind of superstars in their own right, and she's like the new hubcap. You know what I mean? She's the new hubcap, and they're trying to get her over. So I see in the match they kept trying to put her over again, Triple H with his pets. And yeah, man. So it was a great fight. Mommy comes out with the victory. Um, man, what could you say? What could you say?
The spot where Baszler put three of them in submission moves,
Yeah,
I thought was pretty cool, Paul.
I've never seen that one, man.
No, neither have I. I thought it was pretty cool. I just thought it lasted too long. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, come on already, hurry it up now. But I thought it was a really good spot, really good move, way to remind people of Shayna Baszler. Like, hey, this girl can kick some ass because she's kind of been fading away a little bit.
she did
But
good. She did good in the
yeah,
match, bro.
yeah, she did, man. proud of all those girls. I thought they all did a very good job, man. I was really
Right?
entertained. Hey,
Right?
I was wrong, man. This match was really damn good. I was just like, yes, yes, good. And
Woo.
mommy coming out with the win. I mean, was there ever any doubt? I mean, I guess maybe very, very little. We talked about it on the pre-show. I'm like, nah, they're not gonna take it off of mommy. But
Yeah.
during the match, Paul, were you thinking at all like, maybe, just maybe they might get it off of her?
Yeah. I was thinking, like I said, I was thinking Raquel, but she looked a little flatter than some of the girls. And
Mhm.
yeah, I was thinking possibility, and I was thinking outside interference could come down. I'm always thinking that with Jade. And then yeah, but at the same time, man, we got to keep in mind that not a lot's going to change these next few months because Mania is coming. In their opinion, Mania is pretty close. So they're going to
Mhm.
start building towards Mania. It's going to start building, and we got to keep that in mind. There's not going to be a lot of main titles changing hands. They want to start drumming it up and making people look indestructible.
Yeah, yeah. I never thought that they were gonna get off of her. I'm like, nah, she's gonna win. Good match, but
Right.
yeah, she's gonna win. She has to. I was just like, she has to win. So
She's
yeah,
so
but no,
over.
man,
She's so over, man.
it is incredible, Paul. Outside of, I would say, Roman Reigns, I think she's next one in line, man.
I mean, with the crowd.
What, when we just talk about being over,
Oh yeah.
I think she's well. I mean, you could say L.A. Knight, but I think she's definitely in the conversation with those guys.
Oh yeah, and people are always saying if LA Knight, if his fan reaction is real,
Hmm.
one thing we don't question, Mommy's fan reaction is real. Roman Reigns is real.
Mm,
LA Knight's to be determined, right? But yeah, Mommy's fans, man, they love her, bro. They love
right.
Mommy, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So man, she's just too damn hot to get that strap off of her right now.
Mhm.
Pablo, we get to the streak, man. Over 2,000 days that hustle, loyalty, respect, never give up. You can't see me. The chain gang,
Wow.
the doctor of thugonomics, has not won a match. Goes in there against Solo Sokoa, who, in my opinion, is not over. He's only really meaningful because of the bloodline. But he goes in there and he I'm watching it with my sons, Paul. Okay, now I gotta vent a little bit. I'm watching it with my sons. My sons are 19 and 22. They grew up watching John Cena, especially my youngest one. He's 19 years old. What the immortal Hulk Hogan was to me,
Yes.
that's what John Cena was to him. You thinking of, like, 2008, 2009, my son's a little kid, man. And, you know, he's doing the whole "you can't see me" and he's loving John Cena. And here he is as a young man, just depressed, just seeing this guy go out there, just pathetic, and not having to win a match in over 2,000 days. And it's Paul, it's sad. It's so sad. It
Yeah.
makes me upset
Yeah.
because
I
I'm
hear you.
like, dog, I would never want to see this out of the Hulkster, man. I
I
would
know.
never want to see this like from Stone Cold or The Rock, or like, you just can't, you're just not gonna win. Like, you're just a loser. You're just the Brooklyn Brawler. Like, what,
Yeah.
Paul? What the hell is going on here, man?
All right, man. But before I say anything, I want to say, man, I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame, but in my opinion, the Brooklyn Brawler should be in the Hall of Fame. That guy's a
Definitely,
legend. He's a legend,
absolutely,
bro. He made so many people look good. Man, hopefully one day we could interview him somehow, bro. But
hands down, 100% agree with you.
yeah. So again, bro, I know I'm beating a dead horse, man, but it's Triple H, bro. It's Triple H, man. He just has a different mentality. How many times has Brock lost? Cena lost. You know, it wasn't that way. I want you to picture this, bro. Picture this. Cena comes back. Remember when Ric Flair came back to the company? When Ric Flair
Yes.
came back, dude, and you know, he came back what in the 90s or something after all the being everywhere else, and he finally came to WWE, bro. Bro, he was like what, 40 some? Bro, they didn't put
Hmm.
him on a losing streak. He was like he was on his A game, bro. They put him at the
Right.
top. You know, he wasn't losing. Dude, Dusty Rhodes, bro. They came over, they put him in his polka dots. He didn't have no
Hmm.
losing streak, bro. That was Vince. These guys are legends. You give them legendary status and you keep it, bro. This is the Triple H era, dude. He's burying the legends, bro. Come on, man. Let us use our imagination, our kids, and everything. Let them remember, dude. They're legends. Give them some final shots, man. Give them something to remember them by, bro. This is just a whole new way, and we're gonna have to get used to it because, as far as we know, this guy's gonna be in charge for a long time, bro. You know, and I know a lot of stuff is better, bro. I get it. But man, dude, the legends are getting killed. The fans' reactions don't matter. It's what those three letters HHH want. So that's my opinion, you know.
Yeah. This year, John Cena has lost to Austin Theory and
Oh
Solo
no.
Sikoa. Like what? And by the way, this doesn't help out their career because how much John Cena has been losing. Nobody cares that you beat him like that. What is? Okay, now I'll go ahead and switch it up for this match. Just this match here. There was some feeling of John Cena's gonna win.
Yes.
Okay, there was. So, does that help out Solo? Maybe a little bit. Because in all the other matches that John Cena was in, it's like, this guy's a loser. He's gonna lose. But in this one, there was a little bit of belief of, yeah, he's gonna win. And I'm like, okay, he's gotta land the damn Samoa Spike.
Right.
He's gotta land the Samoa Spike, and John Cena needs to kick out.
Right.
Okay, good. Have Jimmy come out. Have Jimmy get involved and have John kick out. All that stuff. He just starts Samoa spiking the dog doodles out of him, pins him. One, two, three. Paul, I swear, Paul, it's like our souls just died, Holmes. I was sitting there with my
Yeah.
son
Yep.
watching it, just like, what the heck just happened? Like out of all the Samoa spikes, he covers them, and I'm like, watch, it's gonna be like 2 3/4, and John's gonna kick out. No, 1 2 3, like like what? It was I was so debilitating to one soul, uh, Paul. I was so upset, man. I couldn't even put it into words. I just felt so defeated. I looked at my sons.
Right.
I'm like, wow, I'm glad I never went through this with the Hulkster.
Right. I know, bro. I know, man. Or, geez, or anybody. Anybody.
Yeah.
Razor Ramon. I mean, you name it at the end of their career. Even Diesel. All these guys, bro, they didn't treat them like this, bro.
Yeah.
They didn't used to treat their legends like this. I can't think of anyone that they just threw in the gutter, man. Except not to this bad with Sting, you know. They kind of threw him under
Okay.
the bus a little, but not even this bad, bro. So it's incredible, man, what's happening with that. And let me ask you this: would you right now, new John Cena movie comes out on your commercial, would you want to go see it right now?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I hope John is really taking that into consideration that this is actually going to hurt his movie career.
Right.
Not maybe not with everybody, but it is gonna hurt his career. It's like, dog, you're a loser, man. Like, I don't want to see your movies. Like
Right.
this whole. I hope he really realizes this. Like, hey, this is gonna hurt your acting career, and people are not gonna want to interview you. You're not gonna be on Jimmy Kimmel anymore. Like it's gonna start fading away, man.
The magic's gone, bro. The magic's
Yeah,
gone. The Hulkster, all these guys, Stone Cold, they still have their magic, bro. The Rock, bro.
right.
John Cena does not have it no more. Does not
No,
have it.
man. No, no, he does not. And every time he's in that ring and somebody goes into the ring and has, not challenges him to a match, but, just challenges his authority, John Cena, I don't know, he looks like he's scared or something. It's like, it's not the John Cena, man, that we're used to. It's like, no, not Charlie, man. This is John Cena, homie. He's going to put you in your place.
Right? Man.
Gosh, man. Just
Yeah.
sad. Just so sad.
Mhm.
Pablo, I was only upset and heartbroken for a few minutes because the very next match
I'm
was
still mad.
so am I. Look, when I think about it, I am okay. I'm just saying what the show led up with to at least for the moment make me forget about it. Logan Paul
Yeah.
goes up against Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship, and Logan Paul, his entrance in a doom buggy, it was badass all the way around. They go in there, in my opinion, best match of the night. I was like, wow, this was really, really good. What these guys did with the weigh in and with this match, I don't care if people hate Logan Paul. I'm not trying to convince anybody to like the guy. That's cool. Hate him. But I have not seen a match of his where I'm like, wow, that's dumb, or I can't believe this is stupid, or I'm bored, or nothing. Every single match he's been in, I've been entertained. And this one was probably the best one. I'm not really sure if it really was or wasn't, but I definitely am not going to forget this one. What a match. And not only that, what a way to save Rey Mysterio off the springboard
Yeah.
when Ray was going to land and possibly break his neck and paralyze himself. What a way for Logan Paul to step in and save that. But Pablo, man, talk to us about this match because to me, this was the best match of the night.
Yeah, I mean, great match, man. Great match, and Logan Paul made me a believer probably a match ago or 2 matches ago. Who was it when he was fighting the Miz? When he did his Eddie Guerrero splashes, man, the
Yeah.
way he did them, and man, just Logan Paul, man, he makes it exciting. Rey Mysterio, I think, gave that belt, like I said, a little bit of umph, a little bit of made that belt important, because his legendary status.
Mhm.
Logan passing it to Logan Paul, man, what a great night, great match. Like you said, he was saved Rey Mysterio from a broken neck, which was probably Logan's fault anyway because he was too far away, but saved him from a
Uh,
broken neck. Just the instinct to do that, man. This guy's a natural. He
yeah.
goes, and Santos Escobar, tries to help come in and help, and Santos Escobar leaves the brass knuckles on the ring. Logan Paul's gonna get 619. Boom! He grabs the brass knuckles and he hits Rey Mysterio, and man, there you go, new champion, and man, it's a great time. That's a great match right there, man. That match right there could have headlined many pay-per-views right there.
Yes, yes, absolutely, man. I mean, just the moves that they were doing, man, it was just badass. What do you think they come out of the story with Escobar leaving the brass knuckles? I mean, he was there to save Ray, but then he left them right on the ring apron, which costed Ray. What do you think comes out of that story?
Yeah, I thought it would the storyline would go where Escobar would be complaining, about Ray, jealousy, because he's been on top and
Mhm.
Escobar was the future. But it seems that if it's going as we think right now, that Ray's going to be complaining about Escobar. Like, why did you do this? What's going on? And Ray's going to lose a little bit of trust. And it would be interesting also. if Ray is the one thrown out of the LWO. That he's
Mm.
just like, Santos, we're going to the future. Ray, you're the old news. Get out of here. And something goes on like that. That's the way I think it might go. But, they always throw a swerve on us. It's never what we think. What do you think?
I can see the LWO going heel.
Ooh,
And the way they go heel is for them to turn on Ray the way Judgment Day turned on Edge.
yeah. Yeah.
And Santos Escobar being the guy. So yeah, I can see that happening. Because I think they all make better. Look, Zelina Vega is better as a heel. Carlito better as a heel.
Yes.
So they're better heels than they are faces. It's just not working as a face. Rey Mysterio can never be a heel though. So they're
True.
gonna have to turn on him at some point, and I think they'll have Ray put Santos over.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's where I see it going. But man, just what a match, man. I loved it. Um with the interferences and all, I thought it was cool. The brass knuckles, he hits him with it, and I don't think the story's over. But what's your thoughts of Logan Paul being champion, but he's not full time?
You know, if he shows up, man, maybe just twice a month, man, on TV, that's all we could ask for. You know, twice a
Hmm.
month, 2 days a month, bro. 2 days a month plus all the media he does. We see him on Sports Center or ESPN, whatever, Fox Sports. We see him everywhere anyway. So it would be nice to see him just 2 times a month, 2 days a month on TV. That would be beautiful. That's all I ask of the tribal chief too, man. Just show up on TV. Go sit in your little office.
Mm.
Just show up somehow, bro. But yeah, man. Part timer. They've had part timers have the title before, like Brock, and he would do a little run, show up on TV maybe twice a month, and I think that's what they should do. And I'm sure they pay him enough where he does.
Okay. Yeah, look, I agree, man. He doesn't need to be defending the title every week. He could show up 2 times a month and he could pre-record something that they play on the Jumbotron, like if he's backstage or something.
Yeah,
He,
and
d-
not even
yeah,
wrestle, bro. Just come out and do a little, promo, and somebody comes out and he hits them or they hit him. It doesn't have to
right.
be a match, and it keeps us there, bro. And I think that's where they're dropping the ball with the tribal chief. They're not doing that, bro. I don't understand why they can't pay the guy just to show up and do a little entrance in his regular clothes, bro. He doesn't have to fight, but
Look, I would say this. I would say don't have him wrestle. Just have him
yeah,
come out and just like you said, just have him, have his little beefs here and there, and maybe they throw a couple of chingazos or something, or he interfere whoever he's beefing with has a main event that night, and he goes in there and costs them the match or
right,
something like
right,
that. And then the other 2 weeks that he's not there, just have him pre-record something, and you guys play it like if he's actually there in the building, but he's really not. You just pre-recorded it, and it makes it seem like he's backstage, but he's not. And then
yeah,
you just have him wrestle at the pay-per-views.
yeah. They've been doing that a lot with Nakamura the last month. Might as well.
Hmm. Yeah, so that's what I say, man. What's up, Scumbag Sports? What's going on, Richard? All right, just got
What's up?
working on
What's up,
something,
fellas?
you
Much love.
boys. Yeah, man, but yeah, I think they can work with Logan Paul. I don't think he's gonna completely be gone, out of face, out of sight, out of mind, and then he
Nah.
just shows up. I think they're gonna do something like that. So,
Yeah, I
but
think I think Logan gets it. He's excited. I seen some posts today that he took pictures he took with Triple H. I seen Triple H post some stuff about him. I seen Logan post some stuff. So I think he's excited for this. He said this is the best thing that ever happened in his life. And he's excited, man. I think he knows the importance of maintaining a relationship with the audience, and I think he'll be there.
yeah, Yeah, so do I, man, and we will definitely see. But I'm becoming more and more of a fan of this guy. I really
Yep.
am.
Yep.
Yeah, Pablo. In my opinion, as we move on, in
Uh-oh.
my opinion, I thought the show kind of started burning out.
Yeah.
We moved to Io Sky versus Bianca Belair. Not to say that it wasn't a good match, but it just, after seeing everything with the emotional ride, after seeing John Cena lose, after seeing the classic with Logan and Ray Ray, it's not that I started losing interest, Paul. It just I don't know, man. My emotions had been kind of played out already, where I was just kind of like, okay, this is cool, I guess. But I just didn't really feel as engaged. But what'd you make of the match between Io and Bianca?
Man, both of these girls could really wrestle, bro. Bianca, she's a superstar, man. I had doubted her a year ago or so, but she's a superstar. And, this match went, obviously, Io Sky won, and my one complaint on this match is Bianca Belair. I guess this match wasn't so much to highlight her, you
Mm,
know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is, man, like I wish they would have made Bianca look better at the end. That they would have highlighted her more. But I guess that wasn't the storyline. The storyline was more focused on, Bailey, Io Sky, and what's her name? The Kabuki Warrior. Oh, I forgot. Oh my gosh. I
Kairi
can't.
Sane?
Yeah, exactly. So it was focused on her, on their story more than Bianca. So now Bianca's a superstar. I think she deserved more shine. What's next for her? But this is going to be interesting because I am excited for Kyrie Zane to be back. I was a fan of hers, way back, and I think it's cool that she's back. So we're gonna have, obviously a breakup in Damage Control coming because, like they said, Bailey had threw Kyrie Zane out of WWE way back. So now we're gonna have Io Sky fighting who do I go with, and obviously she's gonna go with her homegirl. There's talk of her joining up with Asuka and making like a Japanese faction. So
Mm,
it's gonna be interesting where this goes, and I am excited to see what happens with Bianca Belair in the future. I know a lot of people are panning and hoping for her to fight Jade Cargill, and it's going to be
okay.
interesting, man. I could see what you were saying, how you're getting burned out. I was feeling the same way. I was feeling the same way, and part of it, knowing that we're going to get disappointed in the main event, you know, and but I was the same way, bro. I was like, okay, this is like whatever pay-per-view now, but the lineup was great, man. So yeah.
Yeah, look, both of these girls are badass. They put on a good match. Um, I don't look. I don't mind that Kyrie Zane is back. She does that big old crazy elbow from the top turnbuckle. Here's the thing,
Hmm.
Paul, and we kind of touched on it before, and that's like Kyrie Zane. While I am a fan of hers, and I thought she's kind of faded away a little bit, like she's got to become the guy. She's got to become the one, right? Like, okay, so now Kyrie Zane is here. Like, okay, so are you guys like a tag team? Because you're the champion. You
Hmm.
are the champion. And I did hear the rumors of like, hey, Oscar might jump in and they might start, this trio here, which is cool. But who's gonna be the leader? It's got to be Kyrie. I don't see her as a leader of any faction.
Yes.
Um, and if you're gonna be champion, you have to be, because then you just kind of like you can't be a member and be the champion. So I want her to be taken more serious because she is that damn good. However, Paul, it's kind of hard to do that because the language barrier, man.
Right. I 100% agree with you. She does have to be the person, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, but good match. When Kyrie came in, I don't think everybody caught on at first. It kind of seemed like, hey, who's this?
Yeah, if you didn't know, right.
Yeah. But no, I mean, yeah, it's a good story. It's not the number one story out there for me, but it's a good one. I don't think this feud is over. Let's see what happens with Bailey and Damage Control, because yeah, Bailey was like, "Hey, what's this? Like, this wasn't part of the plan, you know? Like, what's going on here? Why didn't you tell me that she was coming back and what's going on? You know?" So I think there's definitely gonna be some beef there now, man.
Yeah, and you know what? You know what's interesting? What you said about Kyrie having to be the number one
Mm.
person is I don't
Yeah.
even think she was number one in the Kabuki Warriors. I think number one was Asuka, in my opinion. You know, she was like the
Mm.
main one. You know,
Mm,
I
mm.
could be wrong, but if I remember right, Asuka was like the A, and she was kind of like the B.
Right,
But
right, right.
who knows?
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Pablo, we move on to the co-main event with Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest. Um, at this point, me myself personally, I was just kind of waiting for the main event. This match really does nothing for me. But look, it did bring something. Did bring out some excitement because we got to see Dirty Dom come out and get involved. We
Yes.
got to see, main event Jay Uso come out and get involved because none of these guys were part of the show. So we did get to see a couple of the guys, the main guys, come out and get involved. But what was your thoughts? How'd you like this match?
Yeah, to me it was okay, man, but to me it didn't have a lot of meaning other than Damien's suitcase. I don't even remember. Did he come out with the suitcase? I don't even remember.
No, I didn't know. He did not come out with the suitcase.
Okay. So he comes out and the fight, both of these guys are great competitors, man. But to me, the fight didn't mean too much. I didn't see like no purpose to this fight really, other than the end too. The one thing I do remember at the end is that Damian Priest was looking at his fellow members of the Judgment Day in disgust. Did
Mm,
you catch
mm.
that?
Yes,
Yeah, so
yes.
that was the one thing that stood out to me. This match didn't mean much. I mean, where's it going to go? It's going nowhere. None of these guys have titles, so the whole thing is just thrusting Cody Rhodes to where he has to go at WrestleMania, and for Damian Priest thrusting him out of the Judgment Day with rumors that Drew McIntyre might take his place.
Yeah, yeah, that can definitely happen. I said it before. I think it's worked because before Judgment Day, nobody cared about Damian Priest. Now he is somewhat over, and yeah, he was kind of looking at them like in disgust, like, "Damn, how can you guys let me down?"
Yep.
It was a good match. It was fun. But like you, Paul, I was just like, I don't know. I'm kind of over this, you know. Like,
Yeah, because when you watch a pay per view, bro, you've been following like me and you. We watch everything every week, except maybe NXT. We don't watch all the
mm,
time. We're not
mm,
AEW huge fans. We watch when here and there, but
right.
WWE, Raw, and SmackDown, we watch everything. So we're watching this. They're taking us on this emotional roller coaster of a show we've been watching for months. We want to see the road after where it's going a little bit, you know? And then the road after is going with this match is going nowhere really. Like there's no purpose for these guys to fight. I don't even get it. So sometimes stuff happens in wrestling where you're like, what the heck is this about? When Brock Lesnar came in and turned on Cody Rhodes, it was the stupidest thing ever. When Sami Zayn came in and took the suitcase away from Damian Priest, stupidest thing ever. Some things just make no sense and they're not meant to be. They're just for that moment. This was a match that was just for that moment. It has no meaning or bearing on the future except the Judgment Day. So, they had to fill a spot.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. And by the way, just to let everybody know, Monday Night Raw, Sami Zayn just challenged Seth Rollins for the strap. But
Kind of a little too
let's,
late, huh?
yeah,
A
yeah. But
little too late.
let's fast forward to the main event, Paul. I know you got thoughts on this, man.
Yeesh.
The Tribal Chief, LA Knight. Um, for the first time, in my opinion, I felt like, well, not for the first time. I think WrestleMania was another time, but I truly felt like, huh, maybe,
Right.
maybe there is a chance that Roman Reigns drops the strap. Maybe. However, Paul, when Roman Reigns was making his way down to the ring, I heard the stats and I don't remember the numbers, but Michael Cole was saying there's only two guys
Right.
that have held the strap longer. One of them was the immortal Hulk Hogan, and I think the Hulkster has held it for. I think we're just like in a few hundred days, not too
Right.
much longer. And when I heard that, if somebody knows, let me know, man, because I
Yeah.
completely forgot the number. But I remember sitting there being like, wait, that means he's probably only roughly. My math is completely off, but he's probably only like 130 days or 200 days off or something like that.
Right.
Paul, I'm starting to think they want him to pass the Hulkster.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. It's been the Hulkster. It's been the Hulkster, man. They want to keep it going as long as they can. And if they can, like I don't, to pass, is it Bruno who has the longest?
Right? Yeah.
Okay, so if Bruno takes him past WrestleMania, I'm sorry, Cody Rhodes, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose
Mm,
until they pass. I believe they're going, or at least passing the Hulkster. But let me read you an interesting stat.
all
So
right.
Roman Reigns is, let's say he's what? Let's say he's 200 days away from Hulk Hogan, right?
Okay.
Let's
All
just
right.
say it's around there, right? Somewhere around there, something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that.
180 or something.
Something
Roman
like that.
Reigns,
Yeah.
okay, in these couple of years that Roman Reigns has had the belt, and he's almost at the same part as Hulk Hogan. Roman Reigns has defended his belt 54 times. Okay, in these
Okay.
past couple of years, and this is counting since he had the Universal Championship 54 times. Now
Mm.
Hulk Hogan's run. You want to take a stab? How many times he defended it?
I'm gonna say it's somewhere close, man, because they did not have pay-per-views every month the way they do now.
Mhm.
I think I'm just gonna take a little quick stab here, Paul, but let me explain real quick.
Yeah.
I don't the Hulkster was not wrestling. He was pretty much what Roman Reigns is doing now. But that's because that's what wrestling was back then. So, but it's not like the Hulkster was really getting in there defending the strap, month in, month out.
Yeah, we're talking house shows and everything. Yeah, we're talking
Uh,
everything.
I,
So-
I would, I would say 60 times.
Okay, Roman Reigns 54 times in these couple of
Okay.
years. Hulk Hogan 468 times.
Wow. Okay. I would have never guessed that.
Yeah, so it just goes to show you, like, that's why if you look at all the comments, and this is put out by Wrestling News something, so I don't even know, I can't even read it because I don't have my glasses with me, but the comments under are just like ripping Roman, like paper champion, fake champion, like that, just going on. Like, what's the point if you held it the longest if you don't fight? But really, this
Mm,
last year, he's only done a couple. And it's
right.
just like, wow, bro. Like, does that really even count? In like for the people who lived here now through it, like the people who lived through COVID, you
Yeah.
lived through it, you know what it was. The people who lived through this later on, like 50 years from now, they might look back and go, wow, you held it for that long. But the people now are going to be like, dude, it was fake. Dude, he only did it like 5 times in 1 year, It's like, wow, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that you have, okay, so you got two straps over there on SmackDown. You got Roman strap, and you got the United States title, and you got part times holding it now, both your titles. So
Right.
I'm not so upset at Logan Paul. That's cool with me because like we talked earlier, I think he will be making appearances here and there and whatever it may be. But Paul, Roman Reigns is not scheduled till the Royal Rumble, man.
Oh gosh.
Like, is he gonna be? He might show up this Friday just to talk a little smack, maybe, but he's not scheduled, Paul,
Yeah,
till Royal Rumble. So he's not gonna be at Survivor Series.
that is
He's
crazy.
not gonna be. So what? Okay, so what gives then? There's the
Have
part.
we ever have we ever had the A champion not show up at Survivor Series unless he was hurt? You know what I mean?
Right, right.
You know what I mean? Unless he was like 100% injured with a torn ACL, you know what I mean? Has he never not? It's like he would come out, somebody would come out like Becky Lynch when she got pregnant. She handed the belt over to Asuka. You know what I mean? There was reasons, you know, that we would always have the A champion for the big pay-per-views, bro. This is disgusting, bro. It's disgusting.
I listen, man. Nobody, man, acknowledged the tribal chief like I did. What's up, Bessa Benny? Nobody acknowledged the tribal chief like I did, man. But it's time. It's time, man. Like, come on, man. So you have him at Crown Jewel, and he's not scheduled to come back to Royal Rumble. Like, what the heck? Nah, man. I've had it, but after hearing the stat that I heard when he was making his way down to the ring while LA Knight was
Exactly.
there waiting for him, that's when I said to myself, "Oh, he's gonna win.
They should
He's
have
gonna
waited till
win."
later to say that. They should have waited till later to say that. That kind of gave it away, bro. They should have
Yeah,
waited.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it did because it was that reason and that reason only, Paul, that made me lose the faith that I had that, oh, maybe LA Knight does
Yeah.
get it. And now, Paul, so LA Knight loses pretty much just like everybody else has lost to Roman Reigns, with outside interference and all that stuff. So now what happens with LA Knight? What I'm hearing that they already have um, the main event scheduled for WrestleMania.
Right.
It never included LA Knight. He's
Right.
not gonna be. They already have the winner for the Royal Rumble. It's not him, and
Right.
he's not gonna be main eventing WrestleMania. So the word was okay. So this is why they gave him a title shot at Crown Jewel because they
Jeez.
already have plans.
Jeez.
They already
Jeez.
have plans for who wins Royal Rumble. They already have plans for the main events at WrestleMania, and it's not him. So
Man.
what happens with LA Knight?
Wow, man. Wow. Like I said, man, it's Triple H era. The people don't matter no more. At least with Vince and something I did see something today that there was that Vince hated him, hated LA Knight. You
Hmm.
know, Vince hated LA Knight something for the same reason why the people love him. You know, it's like I
Hmm.
guess that's saying he was a ripoff of The Rock and Steve Austin, right? Well, that's the reason the people love him, bro. So man, it's just it's a horrible time. It's a wrestling. It's a love and hate, right? There's times we love it, times we hate it. When Roman's on top, showing up, there's nothing better, bro.
Right.
Man, like right now, dude, just burying these people. Sami Zayn, bro. Like at the time, right? Not now. Think back at that time. You know,
Hmm.
personal feelings against Sammy, whatever. Dude, he was huge. If he would have got the strap, he could have been a huge star, right? Take it
Hmm.
off him. LA Knight, man, he could have been a huge star, and made them money, man. Made them money during these couple of months while Roman's gone. But I think they're making so much money hand over fist that they don't care, bro. They don't care. And unfortunately, us little people, the fans, we don't really matter too much to Triple H's agenda, man. They know already it's Cody and Roman. And if he hasn't passed Bruno by that time or Hulk, sorry, Cody, you're going down again.
Yeah.
And then
Oh
and
yeah.
then and then you'll get it maybe at SummerSlam if he passes Bruno or Hulk, you know. But man, dude, this is how they can save all this, bro. They can save this whole situation right now.
Okay.
Hulk wrestlers, we're forgiving people. Have Roman show up twice a month just on TV. That's all.
Mm,
That's all, man. But just going to Saudi Arabia and not showing up till January, dude, is like a slap in the face to the fans to me. And then they didn't have a press conference after, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't see nothing. I was waiting because usually they have a press conference after the major pay-per-views. I believe, and I could be wrong. If they didn't, this is what I was thinking as soon as it ended. Triple H does not want to answer the questions about Roman Reigns. Because last time people were like asking him stuff like, dude, you had the chance. Like, come on, how long are you going to drag somebody asked him, how long are you going to drag this on, with Roman Reigns? So he would have had more of those questions, and those would have been floating around the internet. I don't think he wants to answer those.
Paul, what did you think about the match itself?
It was good, bro. It was a good match.
Okay.
It was a good match,
Okay.
man. I thought, how Roman, Roman in every match, he likes it slow. He walks
Yes.
around, deals with the audience. I thought it wasn't up to par, his part, his slowness, maybe because I was already seeing that LA Knight's going to get screwed. But for me, I just felt that he wasn't up to par on that part,
Man, he really played to the audience, man. We were
Yeah.
live right here on Wrestling Rehab, and I was just like, man, he's really playing to the crowd,
Yeah, he's good at that,
Yeah,
man. He's good at that.
yeah. The match was good. As once it was over, is what I was asking, which is what I'm gonna ask you, Paul. What's next for LA Knight? He can't continue beefing with Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns isn't even there anymore. So what's next? Does he beef it with Jimmy? I mean, what happens now?
Gosh, and Jimmy's kind of boring, bro. It kind of bores me. But yeah, I was thinking about that, and I don't even know. I guess it's Jimmy, but who wants to see? He's not going to get the strap. Who wants to see LA Knight going against the Bloodline for nothing, for
Right,
no reason?
right.
Like, what is the point? It's a road that goes nowhere. It's a dead end. It's like, dude, everyone there, it's a dead end. Like, dude, who wants to see Jimmy Uso in any main event? I don't. Jey Uso, yeah. But who wants to see Jimmy, dude? Like, nah, Charlie. Who wants to see Solo Sikoa in the main event?
Right.
As the main event. You know what I mean? Like, those roads lead to nowhere. Those straps, man, have to be given up, man. But unfortunately, we both know it ain't happening till he passes Bruno, bro.
Man. Yeah, man. I don't know
What do you
what's
think?
next for LA Knight. I
Yeah,
would say that if I had to take my best guess, I think he's gonna be beefing it with Jimmy. I think that's where it's going. Love it or hate it, I think that's where it's going. Roman is not gonna be around, so in order to keep something going, it's gonna be with Jimmy, and then time's gonna pass. He's probably gonna start beefing with somebody else, and just slowly, just start, getting away from the bloodline and start, programs with somebody else and get them away from the title picture.
yeah, it would be interesting if he started beefing with Logan, but I don't know if that's going to happen because I think Triple H probably wants one of his NXT guys to go against him. Build him up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now, some have said WrestleMania, Logan versus Bad Bunny.
No, 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 please no. That's okay. I like them both. They both are doing great, but no.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Logan would beat the
Okay.
heck out of him. You know, it's like you have to go deeper in our imagination for that one. I
But
wouldn't
you know
mind.
what?
I wouldn't mind seeing Dirty Dom versus Logan WrestleMania. That would be pretty dope.
That would be pretty cool. Or even LA Knight versus Logan Paul would be pretty cool too. So, but yeah, as far as immediate future, I think he has a program with Jimmy. Jimmy's kind of boring to me right now, but oh well, LA Knight's gonna bring, I guess, some excitement to it, whatever it is, and then it'll just slowly start fading off and start going with somebody else or what have you, and
It
that's
could
that,
be,
man.
yeah, and what could happen too is that would make Friday Night SmackDown kind of exciting if we start seeing tension between Solo and Jimmy. That would
Mm,
kind of that would kind of be a way to keep us a little bit interesting, and always, man, they always got the legends, the Fatu family or whatever they're called. They always have them in their
right.
back pocket. But one thing I am excited about, Rey Mysterio, he did get an opportunity to hold that belt for a while. And one thing that caught my interest, and I know we're winding down, but it would be interesting if the Miz got the chance to go up for the strap against Gunther and won that belt back, man. That would be kind of cool to bring Miz up back to the top. It would be kind of cool.
Well, we'll find out tonight, man. On who wins
Yes,
that
sir.
match on Monday Night Raw. So, all right, Pablo. Anything else, brother, before we wrap it up?
Nah, man. Just always good talking wrestling, and I think we've ended today. Hopefully, our blood pressure's gone down a couple of notches. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Overall, was it a good show to you, man?
It underperformed in my opinion. Out of 10, I would give it 6.5. 6.5.
Wow. Okay.
Six
Okay.
and a half, man. Just because of stupidity and dumb storylines. But some of those matches, like the women with mommy in them, were great matches. Tribal Chief wasn't too good. That's like a 5 out of 10.
Mm.
Kyrie Zane was like 5 out of 10. I mean that whole situation. But other matches like Logan Paul, man, that's just about 9 out of 10. So you
Uh,
add it up, man. I would give about 6.5, man, maybe a 7.
Best match of the night: Logan versus Ray Ray. I
Yeah.
thought that was just a great match. But
Yep.
yeah, it was good, man. It was good. But all right, Pablo. Well, we'll see what happens with the storylines, man. Who gets buried, who gets pushed, and let's see where we go from here, man. So
Right on, man.
that is the Pablo from the LA Times, Cholo Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shout out to all the junkies. Catch you guys on next one.
Take it home and I'll take off. And I'll